Hello?
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 Hi.
Hi. How are you doing?
I don't know.
I'm really sorry about what happened, Robby.
Why?
Because we broke the circle of trust.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
I hope you feel better.
Thanks.
Is there a way we can go back into the circle of trust?
I don't know. I don't really know. I don't think people...
Okay.
I don't know if you guys really wanted to be in there anyway.
I do?
Well, like how? Like how?
I don't know.
Well, what would you do if you felt like this?
I don't know. Maybe I'd forgive. I don't know.
You can't just forgive people like that.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. What should... I don't think people even like the show.
I do?
They don't like it. People are... It's like I set up all these... You know, I try really hard. And I try to give people a place. I thought it was going to be, you know, there's like... I thought it was going to be different.
Well, I'm sure a lot of people really enjoyed it. I know I did.
What parts did you enjoy?
I like the list and your poem.
You like the poems?
Yeah, I really did.
I wrote a poem for tonight.
Oh, are you gonna read it?
Yeah, I wasn't feeling too good. So I didn't make a video like I had been making. I just have it on, I have to read it.
Okay, I'll listen.
Okay. Well, I guess I grew up. All the time I thought I'd have to finish Legend of Mana and Planescape Torment seems to have gone away like a skiff in the river of life, or like an airship in the skies of Arcadia, flying into the horizon. Somewhere is a box gathering dust, and in it I have a collection of 4 old Xbox controllers. My friends and I used to play, and we would wonder aloud if they would ever re-release Power Stone for the Xbox. And they never did, but they did release it for the PSP. But by that time, I was more interested in Condemned Criminal Origins and Quake 4. I've often wondered where our memories go. Not our regular memories, but instead our memories of things like Alien Hominid, Alan Wake, and Dead Space. Do they remain in physical storage? Or do they get uploaded to cloud storage? And for how long will the cloud last? I don't like to think about death or dying, but I used this website once to estimate how much time it would take to beat my Steam library. And I realized that I might not make it long enough to beat Risen 2 and Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. But maybe that's not the point. Maybe life isn't about beating all the RPGs on Steam. It just feels like that sometimes. Sometimes life is just learning how much you can ignore the fact that time is always slipping away. And it isn't always easy. It's often scary, and people aren't always reliable. But it doesn't mean that they're bad or that they're trying to hurt you. Oftentimes they're struggling too. They're struggling. Everyone is struggling. We are always struggling and afraid. That was it.
I liked it.
What did you like about it?
I liked the part where you talked about time slipping away.
Yeah?
How you couldn't finish your games in time.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot of,
Yeah.
like I just moved, and I was, during the move, I was trying to, play all these old, like, DS, JRPGs that I hadn't finished. It was like during the winter, so I was inside a lot.
Yeah.
And, you never, think you have as much time in the day as you think that you're going to. And like I just you know, I'm afraid that I've got all these things that I want to do, and I don't have the time to do them. Do you ever feel that way?
I do a lot.
Okay.
And it's okay, because you'll eventually finish them. You just have to keep trying.
I don't know. Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi, how's it going?
I don't know, I guess I feel a little bit better.
Yeah, that was a good poem. You did great, man.
What'd you like about it?
The part where you talked about you don't have enough time in the day to do stuff. I feel that. That's relatable.
Is there any,
That's a big move.
yeah. Is there like any games that you feel like you didn't have time to play?
Custom Robo on the GameCube.
It's a game you need a lot of time to really get into that one.
Yeah,
It's got a lot of customization.
there's just so much.
There's a lot of other games. It's kind of hard to just keep it with one and just stay there.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll ever get around to it?
I don't have a GameCube anymore, so probably not.
Well, what if they start putting GameCube games on the Switch?
Oh, that'd be dope.
I was hoping that they would do that.
It's a shame they haven't.
I really like this one GameCube game called Dama. It's like a pinball game.
Yeah.
I wish they would put that out on the. I think that would be a really fun game to play, like kind of on the go.
Yeah, you know what else that would be fun? Like Metal Gear Solid, the Twin Snakes. That'd be cool.
I would like that a lot. I hope they do that. I don't like. It's like, it's probably a little like stupid because everybody talks about it, but I wish they would put Eternal Darkness on the Switch.
What's Eternal Darkness? I've never heard of that.
It's it's like a horror adventure game. It's you play through like all these different periods of time, through all these characters who are linked through their research of like occult mysteries, and it's a game that is kind of based on H.P. Lovecraft's writing, and the game will like do these weird things to you, like it'll say that the game is over and it's not, or it'll pretend like your TV turned off.
That's scary.
It's more, I mean, it's actually, I didn't think it was that scary. And I usually have to, I don't like, I mean, I like playing scary games, but a lot of times I'll get, you know, I have to play with the lights on because, I mean, I'm always been afraid of the dark.
Yeah, dark's scary. You can't see anything.
I grew up in near the woods, and there would always be like branches scratching my window, and I couldn't see anything because it was like dark and there was like swamp, and so I'd always just like imagine like things that I just, you know, would make me want to keep the lights on, like turn the radio on before I went to sleep. But Eternal Darkness was, I feel like they just made it fun. They made like a horror game that was really fun. It wasn't just about like making you feel bad. Thanks for your call.
No problem.
Have a good one.
You too.
Hello?
Oh my God, am I on?
Yeah, hi.
Oh, I love this show.
Oh, thanks. I guess people are, I don't know. It's hard to tell what people really think.
Power Slave for the Sega Saturn, 1996.
Oh man, that's pretty cool. Did you have a Sega did you have a favorite Sega Saturn game?
Probably Power Slave.
Which one?
Power Slave.
Oh wow, Power Slave. That was almost on the list.
But it was almost on the list?
Yeah, but they're re-releasing it. They're gonna do a remaster of it, so it sort of, you know, got on the plane. Took off.
Is it Lobotomy Software?
No, it's Night Dive. Night Dive, the people that did the remaster of like System Shock 2 and Turok.
Oh.
Yeah. I think that's what's happening. Last I heard, that was what was happening.
Oh, that was my first video game ever, pretty much.
It's such a fun, like, crazy game. I love the overworld map in that game. It's really like, it really does a good job of making you feel like you're in this like crazy Egyptian like mystical war zone.
Exactly.
And I think that was also the remember the list of you remember the list a couple days ago?
Yeah.
It was talking about the Quake port for Sega Saturn, and they had to build a whole new engine for it.
Yeah.
I think they used that engine in Power Slave.
Yeah. Power Slave was for the MS-DOS, and then they actually made it for Sega Saturn, and they were going to port it to the PS1, but they did the Sega Saturn port so good that the PS1 thought they were like working from the inside, trying to bring down the PS1.
Yeah, and you know a lot about Power Slave.
Yeah.
You're gonna probably. I mean, I don't know if I would pay full price for it, but maybe I'll wait until it's on sale. I'll get it again.
Yeah, I would wait for the sale, but I'm a wait for it. Most importantly.
Yeah. I bet that can run on just about anything. You remember how much space you needed for like your games? You had like a big, like cube-shaped television, like at Sega Saturn. Like you had all the, you could probably play Power Slave on like a Chromebook. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for calling.
Thank you. This is a great show.
Thanks. Hello? Sorry. Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Oh my gosh, Robby, is this you?
Yeah, hey, how are you?
I'm amazing. I had to call long distance to get in, but that's okay.
Oh, wow, where are you calling from?
Canada, not super long distance, but
Oh,
enough
wow.
that
I mean,
I'm so
thank
happy
you.
everyone's been saying so many good things and saying so many, and your poem, honestly,
Uh-huh.
was so relatable and it touched me so much, and a lot of people that this evening. I recently had to leave school for various reasons, and it really feels like a day like I've never.
Well, I'm so happy. I mean, thank you for calling me. I hope you're not spending too much money on the call. Where in Canada are you?
No, don't worry. Yeah, Toronto. I
Oh,
promise.
wow.
Don't worry about
Oh,
that.
I know.
I wanted to ask what you think of the Chow Garden in Sonic Adventure 2.
Can you say that one more time?
What do you think of the Chow Garden in Sonic Adventure 2?
Oh man, it's so funny that you say that. I was just talking to my wife about the whole like chow raising thing, and trying to explain like how like that was when I was when the Sonic Adventure games were coming out on Dreamcast. I used to like be like that was like I didn't want a pet because those chows were my pets. Like I did the thing where the VMU. I had my chow on a VMU.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I wish I could have done that.
Oh,
I
man.
never actually had a Sega system.
Oh, you probably played it on like GameCube or something?
GameCube.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played the GameCube one.
Yeah.
And when I found out about, and there are people even now, like modern times, making mods for it, continuing it on, because people love them so much.
Man.
I love them.
They're great. But the GameCube port is also like, I kind of wish I had played that one. They kind of tightened up the graphics just a tiny tad, and that's such a good memory to have. I bet it was
know,
like
I have
yeah.
so many chow memories. I want to play Eternal Darkness, I didn't. But
Man, I hope that they don't screw it up, you know.
yeah,
But-
they did a poll on Twitter asking what features from old Sonic want to bring back, and Chow Garden won by like a landslide. So I hope they really want the Chow game.
It'd be crazy if they did another like Sonic Mania style game, but put chow raising in it.
That would be so. Oh my God, you would have a tiny Chow Garden. You could take it with you.
Yeah, they should do it. Start a
I'm
petition
sorry
or
if I'm
something. We
rambling.
gotta get it done. All right. Well, thank you for your call.
Yeah, we should let another call
Oh
for
yeah.
your show.
Well, it really meant a lot to me that you called this long distance. You called us tonight. I hope you have a wonderful night. I wish you the best. I really do. Hello?
Hello?
Hi. Hi. You're on.
Hello?
It's electronic game information.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
I loved your poem.
Oh, thank you. I didn't think anybody liked the poem.
No, it's like everyone in the chat is going crazy for it.
Oh, man, that's cool. Do you think I should do the list?
Yeah, absolutely.
You wanna stay on the line while I do the list?
Okay.
I was feeling really bad, after last night. And we don't have to talk about that. But I just thought I wrote down a list of games that make me happy,
I'd love to hear it.
And it's like, these are just games. The rule is just that it's like a game that makes me happy. And when I play it, it's like when I put it on, it just puts a smile on my face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Retro Game Challenge. It's a Nintendo DS game. It kind of like compiles a bunch of old like game styles together, like platform, like side-scrolling action, shooter, role-playing game. I think there's like even a racer in there. Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I'm not like the biggest Assassin's Creed fan, but I really thought that with Syndicate they like just kind of took it to the next. They sort of took it away from being too like serious, and so it was just like a really fun like romp, like those old like 19th century like small novels that you might read when you're like sick in bed or something. Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. That was the first Elder Scrolls game I played. That was the first time I ever felt like I just kind of got lost in a game and I didn't care. I just wanted to walk around and look at all the weird little towns and see all the weird people. Did you play Transformers Devastation?
No, I don't think I did.
Oh man, you gotta play Transformers Devastation. It looks exactly like the old Transformers cartoon. It's by the people that made Bayonetta. It's so good.
The platinum one?
Yeah. And let's see, Turok 2. I mean, that's like kind of a grim, dark game. It's like it's like bloody and stuff like that, but it's just like the right kind of like fun, crazy violence that you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uncharted 4. Obviously, that's like a super fun like franchise, but 4 was just knocked it out of the park. Company of Heroes. El Shaddai, Ascension of the Metatron. That was like a crazy, like cel-shaded, like game that just kept like doing all these weird, crazy things, and there's some like weird biblical story behind it, but it didn't matter. It was just like a lot of fun. Metroid Prime trilogy. I must have played through those games like 3 or 4 times. Every single time. It's just like I get to relive that whole game, all of those games, just over and over and over again. I have it on my Wii U still. It's just installed there. Whenever I want to play it, I just jump right into it. Did you play the Metroid Prime games?
Yeah.
Oh man, they're just so good. Omega Boost. Did you play Omega Boost on the original PlayStation?
No.
Man, you gotta go out and play Omega Boost. It's the most fun. It's by the people that make Gran Turismo, and it's just a wild space action game. It's kind of like Panzer Dragoon. It's like this on-rails space shooter that is just looks great and just moves really fast, like all these crazy lines and like explosions happening all around you. It's only like $6 on the PlayStation Store, I think. I hope it's on the PlayStation Store. It's really be on the PlayStation Store. You ever play A Boy and His Blob?
Yeah.
Yeah, on the Wii.
Oh, I played the original.
Oh, does the original one? Does it have a hug button?
I don't think the original had the hug button.
The Wii one has a hug button. It's just a button that you just hug the blob. It's so great. It just like it's like you don't even have to play the game. It's like one little thing you can do just to brighten it up. No More Heroes 2, that's like another like really violent, crazy game, but it obviously you can just tell how much fun they had making that game, and all these like crazy pop culture and like geek culture like references. Do you play those games?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Muramasa Rebirth, I played that on the Wii originally, but now I've got it on my Vita. I take it with me wherever I go. Odin Sphere is another one of those. It's not on the list, but Muramasa is definitely on the list. Robotech Battle Cry. I'm a big Robotech guy, and like that was the first anime I ever saw, and being able to play Battle Cry on the original Xbox, fly around in a Veritech fighter, transform into a Guardian, transform into the Battleoid. It was just, you can't ask for a better experience than that. Do you play Rogue Squadron?
Yeah.
And okay, this is a big one, because I feel like a lot of people really don't. They like Rogue Squadron, they like Rogue Squadron 2 Rebel Leader, but a lot of people don't like Rogue Squadron 3 Rebel Strike on the GameCube. Do you remember that one?
I think that was the one I played.
Okay, well that's the one that people didn't like because it had these kind of wonky third-person like walk-around sections where you're like maybe you're not Darth Vader. I think you're definitely Luke Skywalker at least once. And the best part about that game, though, for me, was that you could actually play most of the the Rogue Squadron 2 Rogue Leader missions in co-op in Rebel Strike. Do you remember that?
No, I think I only played single player.
Oh man, you gotta go back. Maybe they'll re-release all these GameCube games for the Switch, and then we can all, go back and kind of, Okami is obviously on the list. You can't go wrong with Okami. They've ported it to everything now, man. Everybody can play Okami. It used to just be PlayStation 2 people and GameCube people. Now, literally, anyone in the world who has a current or last gen like gaming system can play Okami. That's so great. Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks for the DS. Did you play that one?
Yeah.
What was your favorite part of that?
I don't know. I love the art style of all the Toon ones.
But that one, you were on a train. And you built train tracks, and you rode around on a crazy train, and you shot out cannons, and like it was crazy. Can you imagine like playing that? I mean, like that was the biggest kind of adventure, and you got to play it on a freaking Nintendo DS. Forget it. You don't think this list is that good?
I do.
Well, what? All right, which of the games on the list do you really like?
I like Rogue Squadron 3.
Mm-hmm.
I like Spirit Tracks. I thought Spirit Tracks had a really good Smash Brothers stage.
Oh yeah, that's. You're right on the nose there, brother. I got you there. That's awesome. All right, I'm gonna do one more game on the list, and then I think they want me to open up the calls a little bit more, but
okay.
It's Doom 64. Did you ever play Doom 64?
No.
Oh man. People don't know about Doom 64, and it drives me wild, because here's the thing, Doom 64, it's an entirely new game. It's not just like a port of Doom like they had on PlayStation and Saturn and 32X and Jaguar and Game Boy Advance and Super Nintendo and all those other things. They rebuilt a whole new game. They called it Doom to obviously sell it, but it doesn't look like Doom. The character sprites are different. It's like all these weird like pre-rendered versions of things like the Pink Demon and the zombie soldiers and the Kako demons. It's just this crazy new art style that they built, like just based on this Nintendo 64 hardware. It's literally the most like unique version of Doom out there, and no one ever talks about it. It's like this weird hidden thing that I have that I almost never see anyone on the internet talking about, maybe like a few things here and there. But you would think after they took one of the biggest games of the 1990s, and they just rebooted it for a Nintendo system.
I have to go see if I can find a copy then.
You gotta, and it's not that expensive. I mean, I think I paid like $8 for mine. I mean, that was like back in like year 2000, or not year 2000. Maybe like 2001. Now you're all right. I should probably talk to somebody else, but thank you for sticking around to the list.
Bye.
Bye.
Rebooted
Hello?
her Nintendo system.
Hi. You're on the electronic game information.
Hello. How
Hi.
are you doing?
Good. How are you? I was reading the list. A lot of games that make me happy. Are there any games that make you really happy?
My favorite game that was on your list was Spirit Tracks.
Oh yeah, Spirit Tracks is.
I love Spirit Tracks.
You can go back on Spirit Tracks again and again. It just keeps on giving it, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That would be it. Now that's a game I would like to see a sequel to, a true sequel, or like
I agree.
Yeah.
That would be so much fun.
It would remember how they did Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons for Game Boy Color, where it was very like similar. Like art, or they released them at the same time, but they were very different games. I kind of wish they would do something like Spirit Tracks, where you just spend more time on the train.
Oh, yeah.
Pardon? I'm sorry.
I just wish that you could spend more time on the train in Spirit Tracks.
I agree.
Yeah.
I really like that whole the little individual game within it.
Yeah, it's so
really
fun. Were there any games that you like that are on the list that kind of like, I don't know,
My favorite game that made me happy was actually, I played a lot of Pokemon.
Oh yeah, cool.
Pokemon Platinum.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Do you have a favorite?
I used to play that nonstop.
Yeah. I wonder if you have a favorite Pokemon. That would be my next question.
My favorite Pokemon, I know this is basic, but probably Charizard.
That's all right. He's a good one. I mean, big orange, funny looking. What do you want?
He's a big orange man.
Yeah, exactly. A big orange man. Big old orange man named Charizard.
Yep.
All right. Thanks for your call.
Thank you so much for your...
Good night. Hello, you're on the air with Electronic Game Information. We're talking about games that make you happy.
Oh, hello?
Hi, you're on it.
Hi. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I love your show so much.
Oh, thanks. I'm so glad that you're here. Where are you calling from?
New York.
Oh man, Big Apple. Can't go wrong in New York. Do you have a favorite? So, is there a game that makes you happy that you want to talk about right now?
Well, I don't know. I've always really liked the Pokemon games. I think you were just talking about that before.
Yeah. No, it's okay. I mean, it's totally fine. I mean, Pokemon is a huge game franchise. So many people, it's such a big part of their childhood. I would imagine that we would get a lot of people who like those games. Do you have a favorite Pokemon though?
Oh man. Probably, I don't know, maybe Charmander. That was like the first Pokemon card I ever got.
Yeah. That's a good one. What do you like so much about Charmander though?
He's just a little guy.
He's a little guy.
He's got a lot of heart, and he cares about his friends.
Doesn't follow by the rules, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, thanks for your call.
Yeah, thanks.
Good night.
Thanks for doing the show.
No problem.
Good night.
Hello? Hello, you're on Electronic Game Information. We're talking about games that make you happy. I only want to hear about games that make you happy.
This is kind of the one that Nate really likes, but Fallout 3 is always a game I can go back to and really enjoy, because it was the first time I ever had a game where I could explore extensively and find all these cool things.
Fallout 3, that's great. You know, I was saying, was that your first Fallout game? That was probably your first Fallout game, right? You didn't play Fallout 1 or 2?
Well, it wasn't. It wasn't my first Fallout game, but it was like the first one that kind of took things differently from Fallout 1 and Fallout 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man, I was 100%. I'm 100% on board. I loved the DLC for Fallout 3 so much. Because
which one was your favorite?
The Point Lookout, because I lived in Baltimore for a long time, and I and Point Lookout was based on sort of coastal Maryland, which wasn't too far from Baltimore, but I liked that you kind of like got a little bit of Maryland in there, a little bit of the town that I was calling home for a time.
That's so cool that you can like kind of see like stuff. Like I've been to DC a few times, and like I get like weird flashbacks where I'll look at places in DC and be like, wow, I explored there in Fallout, and it's like this kind of weird experience, but I love it.
Yeah, hopefully it's never too much like that.
No, but you know, it's like really great, and I like Point Fallout, like Point Lookout too, because it was like this new giant map that they made, and it was really cool to explore.
Yeah. You gotta check. I love the Pit too. I actually played the Pit before I ever went to Pittsburgh for the first time, and thought about that a lot too. That tower that you go into in the Pit, that's a real tower in Pittsburgh.
Wow.
It's kind of.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's weird actually. I didn't like that so much, but Pittsburgh's great. Great Polish sandwiches. I highly recommend going to Pittsburgh. Thank you for your call.
No problem. Thank you so much for doing the show, Robby. We love it so much.
Forget it. Hello, you're on the air with Electronic Game Information. Talking about games that make you happy. We're wrapping up our E3 coverage tonight. Just want to get out all those good feelings. We're trying to sort of rebuild that circle of trust. What's a game that makes you happy?
Did you ever play Mega Man ZX for the DS?
Absolutely. The whole talk about the whole collection, or the Mega Man Zero collection, right? Was that?
No, it was actually a sequel. Like, the thing that was really cool about it was just like the Mega Man Zero games, but it did like everything better. It like took everything that was great about those games and just took it to 11. I loved that game.
You know what? You caught me getting mixed up. That's great. Yeah, I never actually did beat Mega Man ZX, but I have it for my DS in a weird big pile somewhere. I was so busy playing those Zero games, though. I mean, I know what you mean. The Zero games, on the DS, kind of lazy port. What are you gonna do?
I mean, it was a great package. I mean, it had all the games.
But you want a game that does something with that bottom screen, right?
Yeah.
Instead
I
of
mean, there is that.
Bunch of splash art.
Yeah, they did just put splash art there.
Well, are you excited about the new Mega Man?
I mean, it looks okay. It doesn't look quite as good as the old ones, though.
All right. I mean, I know what you mean. It's hard to go. It's hard with there's a fine line that you cross with cell shading.
Yeah.
Where it just starts to look junky, or maybe like Mighty Number 9 or something like that.
Yeah. That game was disappointing.
Yeah, we all have had our little moments with Mighty Number 9. Believe me. But
yeah. Mega Man 9 and 10 were great, though.
So how many? Explain to me again. How many? Because I'm having trouble remembering this. The Mega Man ZX game. So there's more than one of those on the DS, right?
Yeah, they made Mega Man ZX and they made Mega Man ZX Advent, but I never got to that one because when I got to like the last stages of ZX, like I just never beat them. It was like really hard.
I don't think I beat ZX then. I played ZX. I think I played ZX Advent. That's what it was.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I've heard people like that one too. I'm sure it was great.
There's a great old DS game that a lot of people. It's a lot of fun. It's one of those games. It's just I think it's called Scourge. Did you play Scourge?
Yeah.
Scourge. Is it Scourge or Scourge? Hive. You know what I'm talking about? It's like an isometric kind of Metroid-style game. It's like Metroid, but it's from that like isometric perspective.
No, I don't think I ever played that one.
That's a bargain bin game that shouldn't be in the bargain bin. And I really, if you like those Mega Man games, I think you'd like Scourge also.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'll definitely keep that in mind.
Yeah, and it's, again, you could probably get that at GameStop for like $2. I bet they're just trying to get rid of all of those.
Yeah.
Sons of guns over there. All right, thanks for your call.
Thank you.
Have a great weekend. Hello? Hi. Hello, you're on the air with Electronic Game Information. How you doing tonight?
Oh, hey, Robby.
Hey.
You still talking about games that make you happy?
Yeah, we're talking about games that make you happy. Is there one particular that you want to talk about?
Oh yeah, I really love the first Animal Crossing.
You know what? It's we got a big I mean, I'm a big Animal Crossing fan, believe me, but we got a big Animal Crossing fan in the studio here tonight.
What's really tragic though is that I got a Nintendo 3DS just newly.
Yeah.
And actually, the GameStop employee got it newly, so I got it for free.
Whoa.
But then my Nintendo 3DS stopped taking a charge.
Oh.
And I couldn't New Leaf anymore.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
It's nice to hear that.
It's
Same thing happened to you.
that didn't happen to me, but I don't know. I mean, those games are just such a you get so attached, you know. I have a friend in here, and she's just about the biggest Animal Crossing person that you could imagine, and if something happened to her save file on her Animal Crossing for GameCube, I think that she'd need a couple weeks to get back from that, if you know what I mean.
Definitely.
Well,
what's your favorite villager?
What's my favorite what?
Villager.
Oh, you don't want to know. I mean, it's everybody's favorite. It's Tom Nook, obviously. The Nookingtons. You got it. You can't go wrong with them.
Definitely.
All right. Well, I hope they put Animal Crossing on the Switch. I hope they do it right. I'm sick of all this. I'm sick of all this mobile Animal Crossing baloney. You know, do it right. Give us the old Animal Crossing style. It's totally fine. You don't always have to try and build everything up like some new shiny version of Animal Crossing. You did it right the first time, right? Bigger town, more characters. That's all we need, right?
That's really the only thing you need.
More and, all right, maybe let me build my own furniture from scratch.
If they crossed Happy Home Designer with regular Animal Crossing.
That's a game. You should pitch that. Pitch that to. I'm serious. I think you should pitch that to Nintendo.
You think they'd buy that one?
Yeah, I think they'd spend a lot of money on it.
I mean,
I don't know. I don't know anybody at Nintendo. I think that's a great idea.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Have a good night. Thanks for your call.
Thanks.
Bye. Next up, we're talking about games that make you happy. Hello? You're on Electronic Game Information.
Hey, Robby.
Hi.
We still doing just games that make us happy?
Absolutely, 100%.
Segment.
Yeah.
I'm incredibly torn between Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver and Stardew Valley.
Well, I don't know if you're asking for my advice here at all, but I'm leaning towards Stardew Valley.
I know. I spent hours and hours just sitting there fishing.
Yeah.
And romancing.
And there's something nice just about it's a solo experience. Not that Pokemon can't be, but Pokemon is a big community. Stardew Valley is just it's just you and it.
Right.
It makes me think a lot about Panzer Dragoon Saga, which we've gone over a couple times during our E3 coverage. And that was a game that I had the most. I just had such a time with it, just me and the game, and just me just doing random things that were meaningless to the plot. Or just meaningless in general, just because I liked the way it looked. I liked the way it, just hanging out with the dragon by the fire, giving it a nice pat on the face or saying something nice to it. Stardew Valley is one of those games that I feel like just takes that feeling and just goes and runs with it, and just built a whole, hopefully a whole franchise with it. I hope they bring it back in some capacity.
I do too.
And they'll always make other Pokemon games.
Yeah, well, that's always coming.
Yeah.
I did see that the developers of Stardew are putting out a new game, but I don't believe it's quite the same.
What's
Something to do with the magician or other magicians in that world.
Oh, what was it called?
I can't remember, to be honest with you.
I'm gonna check it out because I missed hearing about that one. But thank you for your call. I hope you have a great night. Thinking about Stardew Valley. We have time for just one more. We have one more call tonight. Games that make you happy. Just give us the ghost.
Okay. Do you want me to tell you the game that makes me happy?
The most happy.
Yeah, Sam and Max Hit the Road.
Hell yes. That's awesome. That's great. That is great news. If I had a sticker to give you, I would give it to you. Something with a shiny part that, like, you know, reflective, like a gold, not real. I don't know you that well, but Sam and Max Hit the Road, fantastic game. All those old LucasArts games, Sam and Max, Loom, Indiana Jones. You just can't go wrong with those games.
Yeah, I mean, I love classic games like that.
Oh man, you must. Well, this is a great time for those kinds of games. And not just the irreverent ones. They've got ones that are like got more of a mature vibe nowadays. I was trying to remember one that was I picked up on Good Old Games sale. Something like Only God Forgives or something like that. Anyway, something adulty. It doesn't matter. I don't think it was that good of a game. But the point is that I just reinstalled Grim Fandango on my PS Vita.
Ooh, I haven't played that.
You've never played Grim Fandango?
No.
What? That's the height of the LucasArts era.
Well, I'm sorry.
No,
Robby.
you don't need to apologize. I just want you to get out and get it.
Okay, I'll get it.
I hope it's on sale soon.
Okay, I'll keep checking.
Okay. I think they're putting it on the Switch too, so you know you could cool your heels a little bit there. But
I have a Switch.
Yeah, well, gee whiz, you're going to be playing Grim Fandango before you know it on the subway, or maybe where you don't have a subway in your town. But I don't. You'll play it.
I think I have a subway.
All right. Well, just get on the subway and keep on going until you finish Grim Fandango. That's
okay.
You're the last caller of the evening, and that's the last bit of advice I have for you guys. We're gonna have to wrap it up. Good night.
Okay.
Well, that was E3 2018, everybody. I hope you had a great time. I had a great time. We did it. We did it together, I think. We had our ups and our downs, but we came through. We talked about things that meant a lot to us. We grew a little bit, I hoped. And you know me, I was just this weird nerdy kid who just was shy and didn't have a lot of friends, and now I'm wrapping up E3 coverage for Adult Swim. You wonder how sometimes things like this can happen to you. It's just the strangest feeling, and I don't know when we'll be back on. I don't know if we'll be back on. I can promise you if we are that we'll make it worth your time. Hopefully you felt like this show was worth your time, and that's all I have to say. I really appreciate you coming and spending your time with me. It's not easy to get people to do that these days. Everybody's got their distractions. Everybody's got things that they need to be getting on, and I don't blame them, but when somebody is willing to sit down at a time and place and just watch something and maybe call in and maybe spend a little time in the chat, that just means the world to whoever's in front of the camera. And I just don't want you to forget that I really, really, truly appreciate you. And I hope you have a wonderful night. And I hope this E3 was the best E3 that you've had so far. It was for me. Signing off.
Thank you.